Do you ever ask yourself that, Banks? What do we value more?
All the time. It's a
What matters
very
to us?
deep conversation.
I feel like I'm still looking for me. I can't. I'm actually serious about this, but
You're not, you're gone.
I can't do.
Dota drafts. That's what I find value in.
Woo!
So,
No, what's important to me? Stuns. You gotta have stuns. That's what's.
What's up, missing, boy?
Gone. He's completely gone.
I love Phoenix Terrorblade though, just because you've got this crazy good team fight, and Terrorblade loves having something behind him.
I thought you were about to spin off like a TB Ag scenario where it's like you pop egg and then you meta.
That is a thing.
I was like, damn, Carl, you're
that is
gonna
a thing.
IQ this one out, but no, it's not good.
No, this is gravity. Come on.
Oh,
No.
sorry, my bad.
This is non-Newtonian forces. It's like
The
The thing is, that the camera wasn't even on him, so now we're just laughing like idiots and whatever. Whew.
hey, it's a good brand. It's a brand. Laugh like an idiot.
Thank you. I'm down for it.
A lot of people made successful careers out of this. Just look at Jimmy Fallon. No?
Some late night host guy.
I don't know who Jimmy Fallon is.
All these brainwashed people that still watch TV, that type of thing.
I'm not American.
Wait, what? I feel that's pretty international.
Oh, I have no idea who it is.
That's right, mate.
No comment. We haven't seen much Mars. Surprised that gets a ban. I am not surprised to see Void banned out, and I think it's also telling that we see a team with Terrorblade banning Void when we saw earlier today a team picking Terrorblade to counter a Void.
Yeah.
Wasn't sure about that one.
Hate these counters that come in.
Didn't.
Yeah, sorry. It's
It might have worked though, but it didn't. Shouldn't have. And speaking of working out,
You got to come to the gym.
I wonder if Bait will be able to work out another win. I mean, they've won their first series in, I think, 2 or 3 months the other day. This would be a big statement win for them. I believe they would win the group, and they guaranteed themselves at least a pretty good fighting shot at actually advancing into the upper league. And
So-
wouldn't mind having Dendy up there. It's a lot of top teams. We got EG, OG, Enigma, Secret,
Viewership
Navi,
as
VP.
well. You know, Dendy gets to qualify. Carl gets a bit happier. We play like it's just overall win-win with Dendy in the tournament.
Does
You can't
Denny really
invite-
bring in extra viewership like that?
Dendy face in the chat.
Yeah,
Let's
Dendy
see.
face. Yeah, that's it. Done. Simple.
Dope.
I am scared. For
I don't know.
five,
It's
man. Okay.
it's more just nice to see. It's like a reminder that the old times are so. What's so fun?
I was about to segue straight to Dota to try and balance the talk and Dota draft, and then I was
Right.
like,
We are talking Dota. We're talking about Dendy. What are you on about?
"There's like
Yeah.
picks, man."
Yeah, a Rubik.
I was I was very British for a second. I was like, "Picks, man." Yeah, okay. Whew. What are you gonna say about Dendy?
I don't know about this Rubik hero. Yeah, we'll see. Oh no, but I'm just a fan of Dendy. I think it's admirable. He's still. He
course.
could have cruised. He could have just phoned it in, but the man still grinds. He really wants to be back in another TI. Void Spirit coming
They
out.
have no
Another
egg hitters.
pretty solid.
Um,
I don't think it's necessary to have an egg hitter. Void Spirit's more of just a catch potential. It's the same reason Ember Spirit's great against Phoenix. You just get on top of them.
Yep.
If you get an Ags or even a Yos, anything that allows you to silence and or stun this Phoenix, get the rest of your team on top of them, find the kill. I think killing Egg is less value conceptually in the draft than let's get on top of Phoenix and either force a bad Egg or kill him before it.
Yeah, like right now, I'm seeing them. They want to play good lanes and just like flood the map, and actually have a way to aggressively hold a position. Because in that previous game, they were kind of very wishy-washy in their ability to truly move to an area and cement their position. So when you have Veno, it's so easy to fortify an area. Same with Tree.
Yes, Kyle.
Nothing. Just looking at your stupid face.
That was uncalled for, Kyle. But you don't just
Make yourself as such an asshole.
Thanks. Just so you're clear, by the way, any rebuttal you have, you're the bad guy. Just gonna. That's what his brand is. So be very careful how you handle that. If Carl insults you, accept it, and you'll be good.
Yeah, don't bully me.
Yeah, don't bully him, man. How dare you? Sorry, Carl.
When
So
have
sorry that
I
he bullied
ever
you.
bullied Carl on this? That if
I'm
I've
so
tried,
lucky we don't have candid cameras in the back of this. set.
all I've tried to get you to
Constant.
do is go to the gym. That's all I've asked you to do. You need it desperately.
Get
Hear
gymmed
this?
on,
You
bro.
hear this?
Wow, yeah, that's.
It's unbelievable.
Helping you out.
See? I shouldn't be allowed to work at this time of night.
Mate, it's been a long day for us all, hasn't it?
Shouldn't pick Quap into... I guess it's a great matchup against the Void Spirit.
It's not too good, by the way.
It isn't, right?
No, because Void
Because
Spirit.
if he goes
really-
Yols or Orchid or Ags...
In terms of the laning phase, you buy a little bit more regen. You're melee hero with Quelling Blade. You get to CS pretty fine. We saw Tempo, for example, run this against a better team than them, and the mid laner just went like 10, 15 CS more. Like net worth was same because of course regen, but in terms of game impact, you both have the same rotation potential, and you both have the same ability to play out the lane. You can make a big misplay if you don't ever dodge dagger, but like you should pretty much be able to do that most times. And now they go for the troll. So this was actually banned out last game, so now it's kind of eking its way through. 5 men just have very strong lanes so far in the term, like troll pretty much enables any 5 to have a good time because he's a very good laner. And also, on top of that, you now have this Veno plus, could be tree. Like honestly, they're flexing these heroes to the very end.
That's my only concern. And we've seen Ace play troll quite a bit, so I'd imagine it'll be his hero. Even going back to his days when Secret was one of his staples. The trouble is, without a steroid, it's real tough to go toe-to-toe with the Terrorblade. I gotta expect Magnus will be the final ban for bait here, because that just kind of completes the draft eloquently for them. And I just don't see anything else that's just this easy addition to the 5-man lineup.
Keep talking for a second. I'm just going to keep thinking if you can.
You could potentially go for like an Elder Titan here, but I'm not a huge fan. I don't know if we really see it picked too often, but Silencer is always an option when I see a Quap and a Terrorblade and
I
a
haven't seen it
Phoenix on the other
throughout so
team.
far.
How do you know that?
Because I have all the picks listed on my notes.
Yeah, but how would you know what they didn't pick?
Ah, what's what you said? We said you picked it.
The question really is for 5 men is where are they taking this tree and Veno, right? Are they going to flex the tree, like the Veno to 5, tree 4, enable with an offlaner? Are they going to put the Veno offlane, pick up a very strong active 4? For example, you could go for like some Earth Spirit type hero that can enable the Veno and just be super in your face.
The problem I have is that I think Veno is only relevant in this game because of the items that he would buy. I think you have to make it a core for that reason, even though it's somewhat counterintuitive. The problem is when you're playing against Phoenix and Quap and Terrorblade, a support Veno is literally a creep.
Yeah,
like, you're not going to do anything.
It should be a core, because also look at the supports on bait.
Yeah.
Who's enabling, who's got your heal in the lane to actually get this TB to stand there? Once he gets scaled, there's no one in this game right now is basically going, don't worry TB, I got your back. It's like TB, if you don't have a BKB, you're on your own, mate.
And a Veno tree lane, if that's the route they want it to go, would be very formidable. They have options. You can also just pick your final support here, but I wouldn't be surprised just knowing this team, these players like I do, if Pilot Eye just ends up on the Veno. It's like, he always just gets put on like
don't worry guys, we got them with the Veno pick, and it's like, thanks Pilot Eye.
A huge buff to Pi was when they made wards free and sentries cheaper and free couriers, because my lord, that man, I remember watching him play Lion, 7 deaths, no boots, 15 minutes in. Still was a hell of a player. I think back to like the Shanghai Major, his Lion was absolutely unbelievable in numerous games. He also popularized the no blink build with typically Arcanes into Aether Lens, and just would get so much farm. Long term, and back then played with Misery as well.
Speak of the devil.
Oh, wow!
My man Carl just hitting it on the beat. Look at that. Imagine getting a prediction for a hero. You weren't even predicting. You were just telling another story. Another story. Like, Kyle has been an analyst for years right now, and he's never had story time become a true prediction. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel this could be a world first.
Yeah, but I mean, that's Shanghai Major, pre-TI6, when Misery was off lane, Pilot Eye playing 5 position, until Puppy made one of...
Ooh.
Somebody made a poor decision. Puppy's made a lot of really good moves in Dota 2. That Axe pick is interesting.
Is it a poor decision?
I actually hate it against Veno, but I like it against the Troll, and it gives you guaranteed lockdown through BKB. It's very much a baited hero. You know, it's not as elegant as other options. You could have just gone for like a cleanse mechanic hero as an example, but they're screwed. You know, give us a stun.
Yeah.
Need some stuns.
So right now I'm just saying it's kind of the same story, kind of, where like bait, the early laning phase is on paper weaker. They should get crushed in lanes where the Axe should not have a good time, and then this TB should feel the pressure from Tree Veno. The question is, after watching 5 men play and the lack of like true discipline they had and why they're playing the map. They were playing the map, but why were they playing it? I kind of then put more precedence on the Axe and the TB to do stuff. Yeah, so like if I ignore the teams right now, the 5 men draft are winning, but they put doubt in my mind. I'm gonna say they're gonna win.
Your own boys are doubting.
They're gonna win, But will it be pretty? I hope so.
So you don't think it's going to be clean. You're hoping it's going to be clean. You think 5 men are going to win.
It's going to be dirty, yeah.
But it's not going to be anything we actually want to see in Dota. Carl?
I think Beta are just going to take it.
Yeah?
I think so.
What?
I got faith in this Terrorblade. I don't think that they have a true answer to him.
Yeah, all right.
And I think that's going to be enough.
All right, well, it's a split desk. Carl wants the 2-0. You're descending
I want a
into
game
madness
3.
and
I'm
you're
like,
backing your boys. We're going to go to Lyrical and Trent, who are probably also descend into madness. Just listen to us throughout all of this panel. Guys, any other words to add to our madness? As we're slow. What the hell's going on with this camera now?
That's just my brain right now. It's literally splattered against the webcam. Yeah, I muted you guys halfway through. Love you though, and we got Pikachu there on Mr. Trent. Trent, they're doing some
Hey, what up, Pikachu? Oh man, gotta catch them all. Gotta catch some game 3s today for the first time. Pika. Ooh. Totally busted an ultimate, by the way. Best character, but anyway. Yeah, it's the Void Spirit into the Queen of Pain. It's been a very interesting matchup to watch grow, because at first it seemed like, oh wow, Queen's really shutting down these Void Spirit players. And then they all just started going for the Dissimulate build. And then it was like, okay, well, this is a pretty good way to deal with it. And now the last time I was casting, as T-Governor was pointing out, that specific game with the Team Tempo, it was a brutal victory for the Void Spirit. Like, he crushed the Queen of Pain mid. But, yeah, I mean, was that Dendi Queen of Pain? I don't think so.
I know. The old. You'll love to see it. He's master tier right now. And this dude, he can play some freaking Queen of Pain. I think that I was listening to Quinn talk about it before, and he was mentioning that, like, it's kind of stressful to play it as Chessie, right? As a Void Spirit, because, yeah, you can dissimulate, but you got to sort of keep your eyes on the pump fakes of the daggers and making sure that you don't pop it too early, because then you just, are in a ton of trouble. So it could be tough.
Did you call him the Quinn, by the way? Because I really think he should change his tag to the Quinn.
That's definitely better than Quinn.
That's far superior. I think I might just become the Trent. You can just be the one.
Yeah, I like that. That sounds amazing. And we got the Dendi in the mid, playing on his Quap. Hasn't placed it on the ward yet, interestingly enough. And I don't think he's going to be able to place it because it's in his backpack. So I guess let's hang on to that for later. I'm
a little curious what the matchup plan is here. You can see down bottom, Bait have already killed all the trees. Last year came down with the Quelling Blade. He's cleared out the left-hand side as, they're duking out in the mid lane. But we were worried about, like, the Axe versus the Veno, right? Like, how is that going to play out? Because currently, it looks like they're just going to be sending the Veno up and towards the TB as Chrysalis pops the meta. Pilot Eye is going to come in, and they're going for the aggro play onto the first meta. This has become a fairly standard counterplay to TBs lately.
Yeah, it's frustrating to play against. You want to just be sort of standing tall and punching people, and actually was able to force back Misery a little bit there. With the TP down bottom of Pilot Eye, it's a little bit tougher to get the aggro play now. Without having 3 heroes there. So keep your eyes on it.
Yeah, so for now, last year I won't have to worry about it. Again, I mean, it's mostly a mid-game counter for the Veno versus the Axe. Would probably be pretty annoying in lane, but I think overall, both teams probably happy with this laning setup. I think this is just where it's going to be. A lot of maneuverability as Fishman tanks a stun from Misery. And yeah, the Lion, by the way. I mean, Kyle off doing his normal thing. Shanghaied his way into a correct prediction with a Misery line rather than Pilot Eye, but a hero that we don't get to see all too often despite his rather large popularity in pubs.
Yeah, it's sort of what are the problems with this hero that we don't normally see him as much?
I would say his laning is pretty bad. Unless he has like a really good kill lane, it can be rough, right? And so his ulti's cool. That's why people like him at pubs. They like to stack his ulti, get the damage, feels good, man. Maybe you're a little greedier, you get Magnums, but in the pro scene, he pretty much comes down to the Hex. That is his most beneficial thing. And in this particular case, he's going to have Hex versus the Phoenix, the Queen of Pain, the Terrorblade, even the Axe. It can come into play too if you catch him with like forward vision or whatever. And then also the Mana Drain versus the TB Illusions is amazing. We brought it up last game. Versus you have Disruptor or you play Lion. Like, when you're playing these heroes versus Naga or Terrorblade, you actually wouldn't believe how much gold you can get these days. It is crazy.
Especially if you can get to the later stages and he gets that +2 mana drain multi-target thing. You just destroy them all. Like, it actually reduces so much of the damage the Terrorblade can deal. So yeah. excited to watch that and see if he's able to sort of get into some of those later game items, or if it's just going to be an early Stomperino, which is also a possibility.
Yeah, this game, I'm not sure who I'm feeling. I mean, geez, these guys are definitely pub grinders, first off. I'll say that about Dendy's teammates, because they had really high medals last game, too. And, I mean, we got a couple of the same ones, but Dendy, I mean, he's now on the Queen, and then also our last hero was pretty high on the slider. He also looks to be playing a lot of Axe lately, too, so. Now, you look at these old guard players on the Radiant, look at these silver tier, but, like, what is this? You guys, huh? You too cool for pubs? You went to TI once? Just gonna sit back in your computer chairs and not queue up?
That's right. We got
young
better
dogs
things
are coming.
The dogs are coming? What?
The young dogs.
Oh, young dogs.
Yeah.
I was very confused there for a moment. That makes a lot more sense.
What are they doing? Scrimming? Wow.
Yeah,
I think they're
I'm
so
sure.
cool.
They're playing some other game, I'm sure. Go bigger. Oh, up top, Zibe. In a little bit of trouble there, taking some extra damage, but now Fishman also going to be burning down a little bit with that poison sting, and he just dies. Misery. Able to get the first blood there.
Only one armor versus the sweet punch of Misery Lion.
Dude. Just denying wards as well on their face. You love to see it. But so far, so good. All of the lanes looking into the favor of 5-man right now. So what was the sort of like, I mean, we talked about the insanity of last game and how sort of bizarre it was. Do you think that this is like an easier draft to execute for 5-man? Why am I saying that?
I mean, I think the last one was kind of easy. It was the special maneuvers that were needed out of bait. And I think their game has just become a lot easier. Like last time they needed these, especially the early game. That was the hardest part for them, was when they had to try and get over this hill of like, how the hell are we going to hit these ice blasts?
Right.
Before, like, we need Slider to get Blink, and then Rubik had some Grey Fisher steals, and then eventually everyone had Blinks and, you know, problem was solved. This time it's like, okay, well, we have pretty, you know, a clearly identified frontliner in the Axe. We have someone else who just, like, jumps in the middle of things, too, on the Queen of Pain. And then those two, their initiations are already covered by a Phoenix and a Rubik, who are both very good in that role of, like, playing off of counter initiation, especially Rubik, clearly with spell steal, you know,
right,
fairly good. And then you have a TV who just wants to be right clicking away the whole time while all the chaos is happening. So I think Chrysalis's game just looks easier this time.
Oh, and he was able to do a lot in that last one as well, even when it was a bit of a tougher game for him. So far, he is just AFK jungling, only level 3, so at least the early laning stage was not amazing for him. But this does buy, you know, a little bit of extra space here for Fishman to get some levels, it looks like. Although he's kind of being zoned out now by Zibe playing on this Venno, and
that was a greedy dive, dude.
Yeah, they're even going to glyph the wave so that way they can keep the pressure on, and blocking him off with the wards, chasing him all the way into the jungle, has another ward afterwards, finds the kill onto Phoenix.
All right, so if that works, he gets the full wave under tower, his own wave attacks the Venno, he maybe gets some harass damage, the Lion was already zoned out and had low HP.
Right.
Great play. You get caught with a Gale instantly right after. You don't get any of those benefits. He got some XP from the wave dying under the tower, but then he feeds gold right back over to that Venno. So a bit rough on that one. But yeah, in terms of the TV's game, definitely easier in the mid game, but as you just pointed out, yeah, he's also been in the jungle for the past 2.5 minutes. So slightly slower start here for old Chrysalis.
Is Fishman dead again? He's trying to kill off Misery. Misery juking and jiving, hiding in the trees, manages to bring him down first. So they get something there at least. But still, Zibe is having a very, very nice time on this Venomancer, and 3 points already up in wards. I feel like he's going to be able to take this tower pretty soon.
Yeah, and then that comes back to the idea of the Axe versus the Venno too, and like, because Axe is usually a hero who's really good at like coming in and trying to stop this, and try and drag the wave away, or just like save that dead lane. Not very easy versus the Venno. Like one Gale and suddenly you're kind of sunk.
Yeah. Venno is going to be a problem this game for them for sure. And is actually doubling up the wave here with the catapult getting brought down as well. So he's going to have a nice old stack of creeps moving in afterwards. But a rotation towards mid. What can they find here?
There's also still a bounty rune up in the river.
That's bizarre.
Just got pinged out by Misery. He's like, oh, by the way.
Let's go get that, guys.
I think Dendy's rotation is a bit worrisome, right? So like, typically Queen of Pain or Puck, these are two heroes that level when you like 3-man dive or 2-man dive under a tower, because then they just TP in and try and turn the whole situation around. Not nearly as cool versus single Veno pushing your tower.
Right.
You know, the Venos like might just TP right away, especially because there's no stuns right now that he has to worry about. So there's not really a good play for Dendi, and they're already starting to think about this exact play, I think, because Chetsy's starting to come up here, and he's like, I'm either getting the Phoenix or I'm getting whoever rotates in to try and save this.
Yeah. And Fishman, I mean, thankfully at least this Phoenix has been able to get a lot of experience. Is about to hit level 6 and actually able to walk away there from Chessy. The Remnant pulls him back in with the taunt though, so they do bring down the Phoenix. On the other side though, Lion is also going to go down.
Yeah, they grab a kill and they also don't burn the Sonic Wave. Important. Need to save that for a core kill. That 3 heroes split the gold on that one, it looks like.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. This is looking like the Veno is kind of taking over the game a little bit with the tower going down, and just sort of holding on to the dead lane for the moment. I guess likewise though, Axe is what, halfway to a Blink Dagger now.
Yeah, I was kind of curious if he'd go bots this game, because like some Venos find that bots build really good, you know, and you just like get all over the map and push like crazy. He just made Arcanes and then disassembled them as well.
Okay.
So Zibe's on some plans here.
He's doing cool things. Interesting. Okay, and then he reassembles them.
Big plans.
Amazing.
Oh, he must have used like wand or whatever, right?
Yeah, that makes
That's
sense.
actually hilarious. So he could keep his movement speed, right? So he would have to backpack them.
That's really cool. Aether pulls him back in. Pylai Die pushed up to the high ground. He's going to live through that one now. Fishman throwing out Supernova, but Zibe turns it back around with that kill. It's so much damage. They're going to drop. Dendi is down super
they
low.
gotta get that.
TP back home. He's going to get out.
At least they got the Veno. He did burn down eventually.
Yeah. Was super needed.
Did anyone get the XP for it, though?
I don't know.
I don't think they did, because Phoenix was dead.
I think that's going to be 3 bounty runes
they
as
got
well.
0 XP. Yeah, 320 gold.
Dude, Poison Nova. Just get it onto everybody and they just have to leave. And that is just a ton of free space for Ace.
Yeah, there's a troll in this game, guys. And just getting Battle Hunger canceled out by the heal from his tree, and everyone else is busy in the mid right now. The tree's not even here.
Damn. Well, they're trying to fully commit for this one. They do have Chessy down fairly low, but Misery hanging on to that ulti. He is ready to go at a moment's notice.
I have to say, Pi has been playing pretty greedy these 2 games. And why is he up here? Like he's just not confident in the push. I mean, it's good. It's just not something you see usually. You know, I kind of like it, because usually Pi does not play greedy at all. He like doesn't get a lot of items. That was kind of his hallmark thing. But now he's getting a little bit of priority early on if his safe laner is still in the lane. Meanwhile, they will grab last year with the help of Chessy and Misery.
And they might get Fishman too. They still have Finger of Death if they want to use it. But they're kind of almost using it in the same way where it's like they're threatening to have that available. Like if Dendi ever blinks in, he just dies, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, no raindrops or anything either to try and help him. Paladin is super low on mana, though. He does not have turnaround right now. No charges or anything for... Actually, he just pick up 1 charge. Nice, he's good. He can overgrowth.
Cool, cool. You get the D ward there as well. Chessy getting that extra vision with the Remnant down. But this is a nice play as well, having the Rubik get level 4 wards stolen from the Veno.
Yeah, that really ruined their whole play. I think they thought they would get mid without the tree because of that.
Right.
But when he stole those, suddenly it became like, oh, like he's been holding these for already half the duration.
Yeah.
So 90 seconds of flag wards just mid. Veno, as Kyle pointed out on the panel, he's a really good hero for like NT Governor 2 of like cementing and planting yourself, but defending, it's even more annoying because you actually can't fight into them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like they're having little Veno wards in the mid.
It's tower defense.
Yeah, this is what Dota always needed.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotta go back to TF2 and build your NG nests, guys. Come on.
What is that? I don't even know what that is.
Disgrace. You better hope Valve's not listening.
I know, we're bad.
Yeah.
Well,
Pilot Eye playing it super safe down here. He just runs to the corner.
Dude, this is going to be like the longest game ever. We've got double Veno wards and a tree with a Terrorblade on the other side as well.
Yeah, we just need Dendy to Sonic Wave a Creep Wave to really set the tempo here. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, well, we're going in now with the meta. Pi, look at that. He was ready.
Yeah.
Pi's so smart.
This is his safe place.
I know this Phoenix is going to try.
Now they're trying for the mid, it looks like. Dude, Rubik. Oh, they're coming for you. Misery's ready to dance.
Pi, cancel the TP.
And last hero. Okay, he jumps on him, though. And they blow up Misery. So they do manage to break one of the TPs. And with that, Zibe going to get chased down a little bit here. Still holding on to the mechanism. They keep him alive pretty long time here. But eventually, they manage to bring him down with that taunt to simulate away from Chessie. And now Bait have to leave. But it was a buyback from the Rubik.
Yeah, and the TV just stayed down here the whole time, too. So Pi now does drop the Overgrowth, but he wasn't able to stop the Phoenix from showing up in the mid lane. He's still trying to heal. Now he's even trying to punch.
Dude,
is he really hoping he doesn't have Sunder at level 8?
Chessie, they get the Sunder out now, but they're still going to kill him. Chrysalis gets brought down. He wanted that tower, but they don't manage to get it.
That was really scary. There were so many reinforcements coming in. Now they're still here.
Oh, jump in. The taunt is there. They get the Supernova down as well. Going to dive in onto Misery. The TP coming in from Zibe afterwards, though. They cancel the TP from the Veno. Interesting.
Misery. I don't know, dude. I don't think so. I know you got heals, but I think you got to get out of here. Let it go.
Well, I mean, he's kind of stuck down here. He TP'd in.
Yeah, just don't move.
Just
T-Rex. Oh, no, Dendy, he knows.
Dendy knows. He always knows.
He's
Misery.
Moved before.
Just going to get the little walk away. Misses on the Earth Spike. Dendy hanging on to his blink, but eventually they will kill him.
Can you imagine if the AFK play worked, though?
That would have been great. Dude, they just 5-man tipped him. What the hell?
That's actually what I usually do in Melee. Stop moving, you know? Once you're losing to some guy. That's a genius attempt, Misery. It doesn't work quite as well in Dota, unfortunately.
Unfortunately. It's not 1v1.
Mm.
Wow.
1v1 me mid, bro.
Exactly.
Well, they already had one victory there for the side of 5 men from Chessie, as he's almost into the Yules, and so this is where the matchup gets even weirder for the Queen. So we got the battle of the Yules. We have one on Queen and one on Void Spirit, and then the Void Spirit Yules, you know, it's not a giant punishment for Queen of Pain unless she's going to dump the Sonic Wave. If the Queen of Pain Yules is, obviously that's where you run into the problem of the 8th Remnant, and you get very depressed.
Yeah, it does feel kind of strange, almost as if like maybe another item or like Orchid and then to BKB or something, but then you're just dying to Yules over and over again.
Yeah, there's no good answer.
Yeah. So Ace, Battle Fury done, as well as Yasha. He is super farmed right now, and really Last Hero is the main one that's sort of been able to keep them stuck in this game, but they're going to be able to blow up 5 up on this Rubik. Last Hero can't get the jump in. Dendy trying to back away. Misery's still living through this.
Is Dendy now it's Dendy. Drop a Sonic Wave here or no?
I mean, he eventually throws it, and Misery living, looking for the deny maybe, or just the tree heal up.
Yeah, his Tranquils are coming back too. He's going to be okay.
Oh,
Tranquils!
Living! The Tranquils and the tree armor keeps Misery alive. So Sonic Wave for nothing. They get the kill on the Rubik, and now going to pressure this tower further.
It's time for Last Hero to make a play. I mean, he's been the one who's gotten all the gold. And it's tough. It's not fair. But Denny did it last game on mid AA, so, you know, time to make some plays here, bud.
Oh, and Misery, they're hunting. The turnaround is there if Last Hero wants it, but it's hard. It's not an easy jump. They don't have Sonic Wave. The call is there, but immediately they blow up Fishman. Finger of Death is out, and now the Root Ace turning on to this Axe, but has to be careful. Can't afford to go in and get caught out and killed. Another round of taunt, still very tanky on this Axe.
They're the damage prodding at them, but like, are they even scared of 5 men? Like, what's left in the tank for V8?
It doesn't feel well. Crystallize.
Okay, well that works.
That's a big thing left in the tank. They missed there. Dendy trying to back away, and Ace gonna run in after Last Hero further in. Has the tree armor still working? Throws out the stolen Earth Spike. There's the Hex. Now the turn with the axes. They're able to keep the axe away from Axe. And from Ace, rather, but eventually he still will go down.
Remember those face palming moments Kyle and T-Gun were
Yes.
talking about? I think that was what happened? Why did they just not leave?
I don't know. Trent, I don't have answers.
Why are they all dead?
I don't know.
It's like you're the Venom, dude.
Yeah.
They can't chase you.
Man.
Like they were just like throwing spells around the tower, and I was like, "Oh, this is a little dangerous. Like, don't step out too far." And then Jesse's like, "Well, what if I step in?" And he just jumped in and died.
Yeah. And I mean, losing Ace right there too, it really sucks. Granted, like he's already still going to be ahead because of the Battle Fury and everything else, but like Terrorblade's kind of just been unimpeded and is going to continue to scale. Ooh, they got a stone.
Yeah, 5 up. He clicked that thing some fast into his stash. Rubik players love the stone. Gotta keep it away from those Phoenix pickers.
Exactly.
And they need one as well on the Radiant. That's such a good item for Lion. Oh, and Essence Rig's a really nice item for Venno too. Oh, and Queen of Pain. Sick Queen of Pain item.
Everybody's getting items they want.
Yeah.
Although, did they get a stone on Radiant? You said
No,
they wanted
not
one,
yet.
but
Yeah.
well, in the meantime, 5 men. Almost called them Cloud9 again. They're going to go in and try and take down Roche. So
Good old OG Seed, killing it again.
they're doing it. So they move in. This was scanned, so Dire fully aware that they're taking this down, and does not
No
look
matter.
like they're in position to contest.
Yeah, it's not fightable. Just accept that you want to fight mid. That is good, but you can't really contest them in here, especially once they're planted in with the Banana Mancer. I haven't seen the taunt yet. Oh, he doesn't have an equip? Come on, Zube.
What's happening? Unacceptable, honestly.
I would have to agree. That's like not having the Queen of Pain Arcana. Thank you, Dandy. See, he's got us covered. Also, not having it blue, thankfully.
Is the blue one worse, you think?
I don't know. It's just, it's a little blue.
You look
My
like
taste.
Venge,
Could be
though.
a little less blue, you know?
If you pick Quap and Venge, it's literally pay to win. They don't know who to go on anymore.
Yes.
Well, Veil
Arcane
is
Ring.
done on Fishman. And trying to keep them off this tier 2 tower. It's a big smoke up right now. And the call is run that way. Who are they going to find, though?
They're going to run into the Aegis. Chessie would be a nice one. If they dive Chessie, they don't really have a lot of counter right now. Venom's not here, and as we've seen this whole game, Venom's been quite the nuisance.
And they didn't hit on the scan, so they might be feeling on 5 men as if they're in a safe position. But actually, it doesn't look like Bait want to make that move down to the low ground. It's a little bit too scary, but last hero
Just goes in.
hi, Misery. Hello?
Did that just happen?
Yeah.
The AFK strats are strong.
Dude, unreal.
You didn't see him, dude.
Oh, but they've got the
Dude.
heals coming in. Last hero should be fine here. I think.
Well, they still
Fishman
had
has
Hex.
egg.
All right, there it is.
All right, rooted. Ace moving in after him. It's gonna find him. Dendy's nearby as well. You will Scepter lift up, blink away. Last hero's still fine. They have the egg if they want to use it. Call is out.
Finger seal.
With Finger
Aw.
out as well. Last hero's getting down really low. There won't be a deny. There will be a sealed Plague Wards at the very least, though.
And Misery was too fast on the mana drain right after. Yeah, that was pretty awkward. No way to save him.
Dire structures are fortified.
Yeah. Like some force staffs or something.
Well, it's like you don't want to dump and commit into the Aegis, right? So when it's like 1 or 2 heroes right at the very beginning, sure, that could have happened. But once you know they're starting to bring all their reinforcements, that's just not going to be a good fight. So, you know, TV's farming the whole time. Just keep it that way. It's unfortunate, but only losing Axe is just what you'll have to accept.
And it's not like Axe is waiting for like that other big item or something. Like, yeah, Crimson Guards is going to get out and it's going to be nice. But at the same time, like he's got his Blink Dagger, he's got his pipe.
Yeah.
He's in a good spot.
He is definitely quite done.
I wonder if he goes the Manta. What do you think?
I've seen it. I didn't know Matt was casting a game lately that had it. Him at 1437. They got the Manta.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah. I mean,
Pure
if
damage.
you think that he's gonna go Aghanims on the Void Spirit, it's not that bad. But it's also a really good Lotus game too versus Lion.
I'm also taking off the poison sting for him to be able to like get a blink off and stuff, or Gale or whatever. There's a lot of good things about it. Jump forward, get the call onto one, tries to blow him up, and well, he missed the dunk. That is not so great. They have the Sunray out, trying to heal everybody back up. The egg is down as well. Can they take it down in time? It doesn't look like it. They just got to run away. Chessie chasing. Stun gonna land onto that troll. Any extra follow-up? Sonic Wave gonna land onto 2. Still chasing in with that Sunray. Do they have any extra slow? Doesn't quite look like it. Dendy gonna throw out the dagger, hit onto Ace, bringing him down lower and lower as he is gonna pop the axes. Dendy blinks in, still looking for the chase down. Yule Scepter lift up. They're still trying to catch up to this, and they managed to find the kill, and now catching Zippe as well. They're going to take down Dendy afterwards, and on the other side, Chessie manages to kill off Chrysalis. He's down at no HP, 70. And he manages to find that pickoff. That kind of salvages it a bit.
Scanning.
I can't believe they didn't get that kill with the Culling Blade. That must have been the Essence Ring. Oh, and
Yeah.
Greaves. Yeah, so it was the Greaves that saved him. Damn, nicely played. I completely caught him off guard.
Well done. But it still was the Aegis fight that they managed to win.
That is true. It's yeah. I mean, losing your TV sucks clearly, but yeah, he got bested. Let's say he was
Man.
poisoned and running away.
Good Earth Spike. Chessie gonna Astral Step away. They don't have that like sort of last bit of control that they kind of need. It feels like on bait.
Yeah, it's every fight has been a commitment from 5 men, or like they lost a hero or something, right?
Yeah.
A little bit hard for the eggs. I mean, unless they hit like a big call or something, and they just like dump the egg. That's the best way they can combo things right now.
Well, and I guess part of it too is like a desire to pop the egg, and then like Axe comes to save it from being killed. But that's not really been how these fights have been working. It feels like you said, it's sort of been that initiation instead, and then like afterwards, the egg sort of goes off as like a get away from us.
Yeah, I feel like 5 men should have had tier 2s, like all of them, or like both tier 2s top and like a tier 3 or something with this Aegis, or like some pressure. I think they did a really good job getting like a bad fight out of it. So well done, debate.
Yeah. Well,
How
we
good
do
is Dendy's BKB this game? Pretty damn good, as long as he pops it early. Does have a bash to worry about now, though. That is a bit of a problem.
Does he have it completed? Yeah, it's flying out to him. But down bottom, you still have, at the very least, Terrorblade that can maybe try and sort of play off to the side and keep the troll from destroying him. Oh my god, Misery's just going straight Aghanims. That's great.
It's the wave clear, you know? Gotta farm up to your blink.
It's actually almost halfway there. That's so nuts. What a greedy guy.
They just smoked next to that
Chessie?
outpost too, so. They have the Aether pull as well, the Remnant, so Chessie's be careful. Oh, they could call him into the...
Yules. Lift up on the last hero, but nothing afterwards. Jump forward, Cole, able to catch him. Taunted, killed.
No Poison Nova too, thanks to that follow-up. That's such a good seal on Rubik.
Yeah.
With 3 points in the Supremacy as well.
It's a lot to disable.
They have Blink on last hero again, so caution. These Radiant heroes do not want to fight without their Veno, and then they still have the Blink Yules from Dendy too, so it's super easy setup for the Rubik. It would be nice to get a sentry down if they could, but Phoenix is way in the back line. Misery's playing so greedy right now, dude. What?
This is crazy.
You're insane. What?
He is super duper dead.
On the
He's
other
gonna
side,
drop
Chessie.
jump forward call on the other side. They got him.
Oh man, I can actually feel T Governor, you know, sliding down his chair with his hand on his face right now.
What in God's name? Oh man, that was so bizarre.
They thought they had something.
Yeah.
I don't know who made the call. I mean, there was a blink and an overgrowth. Maybe that's what it was.
They thought they could salvage it.
Yeah, they thought they had it all like together or something. because that was like 20 seconds ago, which is when I was looking at the Lion, and I think they probably went on TV at the same time, if I had to guess,
Yeah.
and they just didn't get the full combo they were expecting.
Yeah, dude, this is tough.
Man, Misery just looked like he was so done. All right, Paladin back in with the slow, though.
He's going for it. Ace wants to hit it. I mean, going onto this Axe feels like just an exercise in insanity, but they will get the Earth Spike stun through, and it looks like they're going to let him die. Okay, no insanity here. Chessie instead.
Oh, yeah,
One that pulls in the
this one's
Rubik.
finger. No, yeah,
Give him the finger.
not too early, you know.
Yeah, exactly. You got the stack.
I was pretty impressed when he held off on the Lion or the Axe, but then he knew, like, okay, well, if we're gonna get the Rubik, then we won't fight for a little bit because they'll be running away, so I can totally get the points on this one. So, +3. That's 120 bonus damage. Wow.
Nice. He's actually switched over to the Blink Dagger again now instead of the
Dire
Aghanims
structures are fortified.
after the point booster.
Respectable. Recognizes they need the blink.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
But it is an Aghanims that's done on the Void Spirit.
Yeah, and sadly, our Axe is indeed going Lotus. Too good this game, I think.
Yeah.
As fun as the Manta is.
I thought I saw him queuing up like a Blade Mill or something else also. Or maybe he had another item or maybe he sold it or something, but...
He had Phase Boots queued up.
Ah, got it.
He was just sitting on Brown Boots, but he really needs the Lotus for the Lion and the Silence on the Void Spirit.
Well, 5 men might be able to clean up some more here now as they take down the tier 2 tower bottom. Only the tier 2 mid is still remaining. And Roshan back up in 40 seconds. So that feels like it could be the next point of contention.
And that was all with no Poison Nova. Like, that whole thing started because they picked off the Veno first before that exploded, and that was what I believe did in our TV last time, was the Crystals got out to like the edges of that fight too low and then got picked off by Chessie. So, big team fight, big Roche. And Misery's going in.
Dude, this guy's insane. He's
This is
so
the
crazy.
blinkless build. He's doing his best Paladin impression.
Unreal. Well, they break the blink of the Axe, force him back. Could pop Pipe. It's going to give him access to blink again in a little bit. Misery lifted, pulled back in, but not going to be got on.
Chessie has to be very careful. He just got a Hex on the Rubik.
Oh my
And
God.
with Arcane Supremacy, Chessie will die.
That is a lot of disable there.
Oh, he's got spider legs too? Oh,
Dude.
it's on the hunt.
Okay. Still kind of trying to set up for this Roche, it feels like. I kind of feel
Chessie's
like bait.
hunting.
Yeah. Nobody's down here yet. I kind of feel like it'd be a good play for bait to try and take down this tier 1 tower top, because that's such easy reinforcements for the Roche fight.
Yeah, perhaps that's why Pi is focusing on it.
Yeah.
Pretty risky endeavor, though.
Pi
Under
knows that they're
ward.
here. Knows he's nearby. The Hex into nothing. Because nobody else is there. But they're still fine.
Dire are scanning.
Let's take a deep breath here. Can I get a smoke out of the Roche pit?
Ooh.
Oh, nice. Aether to cover the stairs, but he'll instantly get it with an illusion.
I think they just want to run in and take it. I mean, mana drain to
Troll
burn
also
that
doesn't
down.
have a BKB, keep in mind. So he has his ulti, but he needs to watch that Hex.
Yeah, last hero trying to wrap around the other side, get himself in a position for a big old call inside of the pit. Highlight Die trying to walk up and break it, but Roche is there. They jump in and they call and they catch the tree. The Hex is out afterwards, but that's already Aegis. Silent, stunned, onto 2, trying to bring down that Rubik, but they're not getting him. And Chrysalis is actually outside of the fighting area. Does have meta if he wants to walk into this, but now with no mana on last year, it looks like they're just going to give him up for dead. Yeah, they're done.
Yeah, it's kind of tempting to like try and fight it out maybe and like kite the troll, but once you realize that like all 5 are there and prepped, there's just time to escape. And try and smoke for the bonus move speed. They're actually going to go down and try and catch him down ball. You can see the line from Misery. They say they want to loop all the way around and see if they can find this TEV, but Denny's going to cut him off.
Ooh.
And too slow.
Can't quite get it. Chrysalis should know that they're coming down here, but doesn't look like they will. Well, they're pinging the direction he's going. He doesn't have TP for 45, actually. Chessie is smoked.
His courier might give him away, though.
All right, he
Okay,
jumps
I
into
know.
the midst of all of them. Chessie throws out the remedy, gets him! Dude, what the hell? What a save! He's screwed!
Yeah, he is indeed. I mean, he's got...
Oh, no!
Maybe he'll have the best Sunder of his life.
Dude, oh my god. Damn.
How does Misery show up and drop the voice lines after that?
Right?
Like, excuse me?
That was all Chessie.
Well
And
done.
now Chessie on the other side of the map gonna find another. Taunt is there. The Rubik tries to keep him back, but he will not be denied. The Hex is there afterwards, full and complete control. And they find themselves yet another pickoff. Bait falling apart in 5
Meanwhile,
men, making
mid
the
lane-
plays.
Ace is completely alone, though, right next to the base.
What? I mean, he's burning. Jump forward. This is on the Earth Spike. That would have been huge. Instead, they get Pi. Now, they don't have TB for this. He's still 20 seconds away, has the buyback, doesn't want to have to use it. They kill off one. Now the Force Staff to keep the troll away. Trying to keep alive last hero if at all possible. He has a Berserker's Call afterwards. It's a pretty big one with the egg down afterwards. It's so much damage. Can they burn it in time? I don't think so. Yes, they will. But Ace is down, so that's one at least. Terrorblade back up in 3 seconds. Last hero is going to be brought down. They get the stun now afterwards onto Rubik. Throw the return stun back onto the Veno of all heroes. But now up on the high ground, they're moving in with this Terrorblade. Trying to run down Ace, but I don't know if they have what it takes here.
Another
BKB
Earth
walk
Spike.
away. The Earth Spike gonna land, catches barely on it to Misery, and he's gonna be pummeled, punched, caught, and possibly killed here. Well, maybe up on the high ground. Highlight dives back with the Overgrowth. They turn, they try and fight the Sunder to save his buddy. Oh, Chrysalis, what a player. It's not enough though. Dendy still ends up falling, and they're gonna lose him. Oh no.
Oh, friendship to sunk ship. So it's a bit wrecked there.
Dang.
Nice attempt, though. Almost
Yeah.
had... Yeah, that was... I don't know. That was like kind of big brain on numerous levels. Like, Ace maybe just feeling like the Aegis is like straight up high ground. It can be hard, but he baited them out there. I mean, he
Yeah.
knew how far away his team was.
That's
He,
true.
he knew how long it would take them to kill him. He had the Abyssal, too, and he's just like... Kind of keeps walking out, dried a couple of heroes. Like, sure, Pi died, but then it actually created a fight on the low ground, which I believe benefited them in the end.
Yeah, definitely, as opposed to trying to siege high ground like that. Granted, they don't get any real tower damage in.
And they had cheese, so maybe with their full force, it could have gone better.
Yeah, it's true.
Might have been a few layers too deep on that one.
But they do have Satanic now.
And BKB on Chessie.
Dude, Ace is level 24, and Chrysalis is just 19.
Yeah, problem of the illusion carries occasionally.
Yeah.
They don't get the full XP from their waves and everything.
What did Misery decide to go for his talent? He took the mana drain multi-target.
Yeah,
But he is 150 away from Ags.
and there you go. Now you see it, folks. That was 70 some gold, 76
Yeah.
gold, and then he just got even more, 2 more.
Disgusting. There it is. Aghanim's going to come on out for the Lion, immediately starts dancing. He's excited. Who does he find? Well, a couple of heroes, but they got other heroes coming in to help afterwards. Finds the stun, finds maybe a kill. No, Supernova down. And Chessie shows up, but the big impale coming through to save him. And now trying to take down Zibby afterwards. They're bringing everybody in for this one. They will find the kill onto Zibbe. Eventually, they might lose yet another Fishman. Eventually dies, so too will the Rubik.
All right, cut
But
the
that
clip
looks cool.
early, and it's great. Just ignore everything after.
Oh,
That
I
was
like it.
sick. Triple impale. I mean, they're popping off. They're tipping back and forth. They're hyped up.
This guy does geometry. He gets it.
I tell ya.
Jeez.
Going back to the gem now on Pilot Eye.
Hmm.
Yeah, that.
Like that, exactly. So I'm excited to see this Aghanim's on the Lion, though. As much as all that other fun stuff is very cool and all, it's gonna start to be a lot of damage dealt out very rapidly.
Hey, you're not excited for the Havoc Hammer? It's not your big item?
That thing is garbage.
Oh, we got a flicker?
Ooh.
That's kind of tempting for last hero, I feel like. He never did finish that Lotus Orb, did he?
No. He's kind of just been chilling on, like, pretty much the same items.
I think he bought back.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's going to take the Flicker. He's like, well, at least I'll have a Dispel.
Need something. Gives him an opening, possibly. Maybe if he's really lucky, he can Flicker Call.
Oh, here we go. They got the cape now, so Chrysalis can get rid of the Havoc Hammer. As nice as the strength is, he wants the cape.
Are scanning.
That is going to be real nice. So much extra damage from the illusions.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's just so good on these, like, agi... almost all agi carriers, frankly.
Yeah. It feels like almost everybody likes the illusionist cape to some extent, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I like playing with them. If I'm a support and, like, they don't want it for some reason, like, yeah, I'll take that thing. You can, like, bait so much stuff with it. It's so annoying.
yeah. Well, and it also is just like, I mean, 14 strength is just really good.
Yeah.
Wow. They can Sunray during Supernovas now, waiting to see what the Terrorblade talent will be. He picks up the Conjure Image Duration. Dendi has the Shadow Strike AoE. Anything else that we're really missing here as far as other talents go, or other items? Doesn't really look
And
like
he really
it.
wants a tome. Hasn't really thought much further than that, but he really wants that fear factor.
Who's that now?
Dendi.
Oh, Dendi.
He just says tome cute.
Nice. They're going to take over this outpost now. Bait wanting to get the experience back their way a little bit if possible. And, I mean, again, we've seen these games where Terrorblade can just take over and dominate, but it is starting to feel like this 5-man lineup is in a pretty solid position. Roche, possible to respawn in 6 seconds, but they're coming in from behind him. Highlight Dive might be the first one that they run into. Spotting him, Illusion up on the high ground. And
Trying to get him the
who are they
sandwich
going
here.
on? Last year was already used Call, chasing forward, finding the Abyssal Blade, turn back on him with the Lotus Orb, but they're already dead on the Phoenix. No buyback. Chrysalis trying to chase and get the kill, takes down Misery, takes down Zibe, but now Ace is on top of him. He's hexed, he's in trouble, needs to get that Sunder off desperately. Dual Scepter lift up to try and interrupt it, taunted, caught, and killed. Beautiful performance. That is what they needed. And now, those 3 heroes still alive. They can keep chasing for more if they want.
Dire's middle tower.
Well, still Satanic. Abyssal about to be back up as well here for Ace.
And they've got him. Take down the Rubik yet again. Buyback all across the board. Ace now, Abyssal Blade. It is up, and it's caught onto Dendi. Force Staff keeps him alive. Now trying to chase. Onto Ace. Taunted and killed. Does have buyback if they need it, but if you're buying back at this point on the Queen of Pain, it's feeling like the game is falling apart. 5 men might have solved the woes from the previous match as they are looking to take down the first, second tier 3 tower of the game.
Yeah, it felt like another game where they made a few mistakes or just got like a little bit ahead of themselves, but overall just had a solid plan to finish it up. This one didn't fall off quite as fast as the last draft.
No. Definitely not. And I mean, you know, this looks like it could be nice, but at the same time, it's like you don't have meta on Chrysalis. He's going to get bashed.
Dendi didn't get his BKB off.
Dendi is done. They keep on beating into the Terrorblade, but Satanic up last year looking for an opening here if possible. Fishman has Supernova still, but it's not really looking like it's going to work. But the taunt, okay, they got Chessie. That's a nice pickup there.
Yeah, they're fighting to the end of this one, but I mean, at this point, it's just like Dendi's so far behind. Like, he has Yule's BKB. Like, this is the kind of thing that I want in my mid at like 25 minutes. Like, oh, sick. Now it's like 40, and you're just wondering what went wrong. He's the lowest of the course here.
Misery throws out stun, a big old call, trying to bring him down low. Overgrowth afterwards to interrupt, though. And now Root, they jump forward, kill Fishman. Again, no answer to this troll who has completely taken over the game. Has everything that he could possibly want, and then a bit more on top of it.
All right, Misery, ult those creeps. Let me see it. Oh, no, he's got a hero. He wants him.
Yeah, he's going in. There's a big one right there. Finger of Death, double kill for Ace. And I think it is time, because I don't believe the Phoenix can hold this on his own for another 40 seconds.
1,025 damage on the Finger of Death.
Nice. GG finally going to be called as Bait going to take some moment to reflect and figure out what they need to do better in game number 3.